Good morning. It's Monday, December 16th, and that means two things. We've just got 15 days till New Year's, but it's also time for the lighting industry news brief brought to you by Keystone Tech and the Direct Drive Emergency Tube. This is certified by UL under 925, which means it's a Type B T8, fully compliant with emergency standards. It incorporates a rechargeable battery into the tube. It's a permanent installation that you can't really tamper with. You can't really remove accidentally if that comes up, but it still has the color select technology you expect from Keystone with 5 options on a switch on the tube. That's keystonetech.com. Light made easy. The link is in the description. Let's get into the news because NEMA has a couple updates for us with a new standard for smart cities and a new partnership with the IES on new standards going forward. We also have a rush to clear some federal funding with $15 million in DOE funds being offered to small and medium manufacturing businesses and $1 billion from the FAA to improve energy use at airports. We have new CIE publications. Specifically, these are docs for color rendition and daylighting metrics. GWIS has bought Bigelli. This Italian company will be acquiring a lighting and emergency systems group. Crossplane has bought DWC. A PE firm has bought distributor wire and cable. No details on price or personnel. The Zumtobel CFO has bought 5,000 shares of his own company. Acuity has released their Earthlight report with greenhouse gas emissions looking pretty good for them. The NAED has issued a statement on the Corporate Transparency Act, and they for it. Orion has partnered with an unnamed energy management service provider. This new deal is expanding their service offering. Did you know the stock value of Orion is still sitting around 85 cents? They might not get to bounce back up onto the NASDAQ, even as they keep announcing exciting new partnerships. The federal government has legislated Canada Post back to work after 4 weeks without a contract or any hope at negotiating table. The mail will go through and the problem will get solved eventually. On Get a Grip on Lighting, we have the debut of Get a Grip on Lighting en Español with Iluminación sin Fronteras del Diseño a las Estrellas. And Phil Gothelf is not calling it a comeback. That episode's in English. There we go. Vallejo has partnered with AMS Osram for automotive lighting. Did you know Osram had an automotive lighting division? Like really recently. I don't know what happened to it. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security is funding lighting and energy projects for faith-based nonprofits with $210 additional million in security grants going ahead. Siemens is working on sustainability targets with half of their goals ahead of schedule. Robert Lightbulb Langton has a podcast now. It's based on his book. It seems pretty good. We also have a new podcast from the Good Light Group with 2 episodes live already. We also have to say that Thinking Differently About Lighting, a podcast series from Dr. Shelley James, has been postponed amid creative and financial disagreements. It's paused. We'll figure it out. We have a rep agency update. T-Rex will be expanding their representation in Northern California, Northern Nevada, and Southwest Texas. We have 4 new reps nationwide for Enerlights. Coastal Source has picked new reps in Northern California and Northern Nevada, and Daisy has partnered with Hermaries. In legal news, Good Earth Lighting has been subject to a class action suit related to their recall. It alleges that the recall for rechargeable lighting failed to offer sufficient refund options. Diversified sues a former employee and their new employer. Moxie has been named along with an unnamed staffer related to a non-compete clause breach. And courts will not be revisiting Menard versus Signify. The patent case will not be reheard. In events and webinars, the National Lighting Bureau has announced a date and venue for the Transformation Awards. It'll be running alongside Light Fair in Vegas. Hey, see you there. In Vegas. I don't know if I'm going to that party. I'm not a party guy. We have IES webinars set for early next year with acoustic materials and integrated lighting in January and AI for lighting controls in February. In IoT news, Siemens raises their profit goals for Smart Infrastructure Business Unit. That's expected to grow at 9% now, probably related to their buying out of Togled. Siemens has also been ranked as a leader in IoT digital platforms per Verdantix's publications. LaCroix has bought Swarco's city mobility business. That smart city deal is ongoing. Details when I have details. UCIFI has partnered with OMA SpecWorks for a new smart city working group. Lamps Plus has partnered with Manhattan Associates as part of an AI for inventory management deal. Nathan Williams was on the Lighting Controls podcast. We have Frontier Senior Living partners with Nobi for smart lamps for senior homes. They're on the go. VIA has connected smart farms in Indiana. These are fiber networks for rural spaces, so they don't need to rely on satellites. Visa Lighting has launched a commercial globe with full RGBW and downlight options, and that is apparently a first. SolarMax will be developing crypto-specific power facilities. This is a partnership with SOS that will develop 50 megawatts of capacity of solar energy, specifically for fake money. Mavenir and TerraStar has begun support of a narrowband IoT service from orbit. This is based on geostationary satellites. They've already got one up and running. In R&D, science may soon be able to reverse the effects of daylight saving time. This is, seems like more work than just ending daylight saving time. Near infrared is good for you on a number of levels, specifically cardiac and mental health related. On the dark side of things, light has been linked with chemical compounds that cause myopia in mice, which means it probably carries up the food chain. Bill McGeeney was on the Restoring Darkness podcast. A faith-based women's shelter in Fort Worth, Texas, has been approved over objections related to lighting. Homedale, New Jersey, will host its first synagogue, provided that synagogue has fully shielded lighting when it goes up. In Devon, in the UK, they will be dimming their street lighting by 40%. This is for energy-related reasons, but we'll see. I think this is a good thing for the light pollution news. In Charlotte, North Carolina, the police will be planning on running their blue cruiser lights at all times in problem neighborhoods. Staffordshire in the UK has been a family in Staffordshire in the UK has been ordered to take down their holiday lighting by their landlord, citing light pollution issues. In horticultural news, VEP has bought a major stake in Atrium Agri, and Fontanix has secured funding for AI growing. In recommended reading, all of these links are on nailed.org. We have what new data centers do to local politics. We have a state of the cannabis lighting in 2024. We have American energy and defense after new tariffs. We have a recap of Dark Sky Week. We have Germany's reaction to these new tariffs. We have reusing fixtures on Oxford Street. That's where all the fancy clothes shops are. In London, in the UK. We have balancing smart lighting on dark laminate floors and other millennial problems. We have red lights for your blood sugar. We have what lighting around bike racks looks like in Paris and why they do it. We have lighting design for inclusive spaces. We have IoT automation in real life. We have IoT for hotels, which are a lot like real life, but friendlier. We have a case study of Marl parking lots. We have a case study of BlackRock's new office building. And we have what Hamburg's State Opera looks like after renovations. This is not just the stage lighting, but all the lighting in all of the boxes and the booths and the walking around places and the lobbies. It looks really great. In local news, Lexington, Kentucky is the newest host of those darned acuity phosphors that keep turning purple. 10% of Los Angeles streetlights don't work. 40% of that 10% is related to copper thefts. Illinois is adding $1 million to their efficiency block grant program. We have new energy programs on northern IU campuses. We have lighting projects done on I-91 in Massachusetts. We have Fort Wayne celebrating $49 million in infrastructure projects. We have public buildings in Paterson, New Jersey, planning retrofits. Denver, Colorado is updating parking lot lighting rules. We have new street lighting on the streets of Austin, Texas, particularly for pedestrian safety. We have Town of Harvard, Massachusetts, spending all of their ARPA funds on energy. Coronado, California has begun an audit of street lighting. Pedestrian improvements are pending in Benson, Nebraska. San Francisco, California's church/psychedelic mushroom dispensary has been shut down for a number of infrastructure-related reasons, including insufficient or improperly installed lighting. In Tennessee, the town of Sullivan's School Board has approved new lighting projects. Miami University students have revamped a community center, and not to be outdone, a teenager in Missouri is going into business, specifically stringing up holiday lights. Internationally, Bricos is now one of Mexico's best managed companies. We have the state of South Australia lifting caps on energy grants for small businesses. We have 10 million pounds sterling in LED street lighting projects for Coventry in the UK. We have street revamps planned for Dubai. And in Saigon, La Cathédrale de Notre Dame has put up 500 kilometers of string lights for Christmas. In sports news, Musco Lighting is the temp lighting sponsor of the Pro Superstar Shootout drag races. That's the car kind, not the wearing dresses kind. And in IoT news, the Adelaide Oval lost lighting in the middle of a cricket match due to a switch change issue. In People News, Michael Stringer has been appointed the CEO of National Lighting Electrical Services. Dialite has chosen Mark Fryer as their interim CFO. We have promotions going ahead at Cusco. We have Adam Donnelly named a regional sales manager at Barbizon. And Woods has retired as the CEO of the AIA. Michael Furs will be leading the DOE's BTO office. That's Building Technologies Office. He'll be taking care of business, but it's unrelated to the acronym. In projects you can make your own paper lamps, you can come up with rave fronts and holograms, and it is legal to cover your entire car with string lights in Florida. I've been Scott Wachter. I want to thank our sponsors at SBEN and Revco and ETI and Lightfair and Light Efficient Design and Sylvania for all of their support. I've been Scott Wachter. Have a great week. Enjoy the music.
2 a.m. all alone again, wrapped up in this bed with you inside my head. Your love, baby, was a lie, only a disguise, rose shades against my eyes. Now I'm done, I'm over all the games. I see your soul within, and these 6 side tunes you play. But I'm done, I moved on. You were only ever sent, slipping through my hands. And I want someone real, someone who will fight for this love no matter what. Through all of the cold times, hold me super tight when things ain't going right. Listen to my pain, 'cause I would do the same. Someone who needs me, someone who's faithful. Where's my angel? He's gotta be out there somewhere, looking for me too. Yeah, I'm in need of something new. I've dried up all my tears, no more seeing blue. Now I see there was nothing I could do. I went damn mad trying to fix you. Now I'm done.